There's not enough evaluation done by those people. You know that it's impossible for them to do, to give that any value or credit. So we don't look at it from that point. Now, what Tony's talking about is, he knows me. I pay a whole lot of attention to the kind of people they are. Competitor, how important football is to them, how fierce they are as a player. You know, I don't recruit potential. If a guy's not a playmaker in high school, I'm not going to recruit him. So what happens, you guys got to understand, guys go to combines and they fire up these numbers, and a guy will weigh in and he measure and he runs this and he sparks at this, and you know, all of these things. And I turn on the tape and I can't find him making a play, I'm not going to recruit him. They know they don't even bring me that guy. Good football players don't make plays. Remember when you were a little kid, the good guys were good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They were good, right? Well, the good guys are good in high school too. They don't suddenly become good players in college. So if they're not making plays, if a pitcher can't pitch, say a guy could throw it hard, but he can't pitch in high school, you know, eventually he may find a strike zone, but rarely do they do that. They got to usually go play somewhere else. So that's kind of our philosophy.
Let me ask you about special teams. Jawari Marshall was a pretty effective kickoff returner, but he's gone. Punt return last year was kind of an adventure. How important is it to get? I mean, you seem like it's almost you should be holding tryouts for the two.
Yeah, we're kind of half doing that, but I really had a problem with what was going on with punt return. We really never found a weapon. We got a lot of those people back, you know, Lee Butler, Leon,
yeah.
Capable guys. But I'm anxious to kind of see what some of our young people do. I'll tell you what my philosophy is for the most part on kickoff return. Jawari was good at it. He had a knack. But I really like backs back there. I like tailbacks back there that are explosive runners. Running a kickoff back is it's like hitting a hole. It's what I call a cannonball runner. And you know, occasionally you get a gifted receiver or a gifted DB, but I'm anxious to you know, the starting average, the DSA, the draft starting average. That's everything. And if we get to a point where we can start most of the time at the 30-yard line.
You mentioned high school playmakers. Desmond Scott was a high school playmaker, and a lot of that was kickoff returns.
Absolutely. He's a guy capable of being that guy.
Yeah.
He's one we'll look at.
Yeah.
Is it easier for a freshman to come in and be a kickoff return guy than a punt return guy?
Yes. Freshmen that come in have never seen punts come from where those punts are coming from. And it's scary. If you've never done that, all of a sudden you're out there and you know what those guys look like on that punt team. They don't look like the guys you played against in high school. And that ball stays up there a long time and you're really not sure where they are. There's an issue there.
How can you tell if a guy's going to be able
to do it?
To do it, yeah. You got to look at the guy.
They probably have had to get into a little bit of trouble since they've been there. They have to be on that little bit of that edge, you know? I mean, it really is. I've seen some really good ones, but Dale Carter's the best I've ever seen in Tennessee. And he was so fearless as a punt returner, and he taunted people as the ball was in the air. I've seen him taunt.
Dale Carter?
Yeah, I've seen him taunt people covering before he caught the ball. Now, that's stupidity. Dale can back it up.
How much have you crossed paths with Coach Bowden? Can you talk about his sort of place in the sport?
Oh, Coach Bowden's special to me. My uncle, Honey Cutcliffe, Thomas Edward Cutcliffe, and Coach Bowden were high school and college teammates at Woodlawn and Howard College.
Your uncle, did you say?
My uncle, Honey, H-O-N-E-Y, just like it says. His name is Thomas, but Coach Bowden's not in here, is he? Coach Bowden loved Honey. Honey was a great player, and we're from the same neck of the woods in Birmingham, Roebuck Golf Course, and that area. And he and I had revisited a lot of old timers in Birmingham today, and all the folks that's produced through the years in athletics. And I told him this morning, I said, Coach, I take great pride, as we all do, from that area and what you've accomplished and what you've meant to college ball, and I really appreciate it. I have always maintained awareness of Coach, and you know, known his staffs well. All my years in Tennessee, I used to take at least one trip down there a year to visit. So you're not going to see a bigger Bobby Bowden fan than myself.
Coach, they gave us nomination forms today for all ACC teams. There's a whole slew of Duke guys in there this year.
Should be.
Is that one of those? Is that another step?
Isn't that a good indication?
Is that
Vote for him, man. Yes, sir.
Step in your process?
It is. I mean,
let them know, hey, you're not crap football players. You guys know what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, we do have some guys certainly worthy. You should look top to bottom in this league, and you know, Vince and Ogabasi and Thad Lewis have gotten the talk here, but Vinny Ray, I don't know of a more productive linebacker than Vinny in the league, and other guys will wait and see. But Iyenga Akpaka-Wart could be an all-conference player, and Leon Wright in the secondary could be. Raekwon Boyette could be. Johnny Williams may have that kind of year as a receiver. I don't know of anybody more skilled than Johnny is, and I've been around some great receivers. So I'm thrilled with where we are. A punter and a place kicker have a chance to be all-conference players, and God knows what a difference a year makes.
I was just thinking a year ago you didn't know if you had a kicking game.
I didn't know if I was going to even bother to punt. I told you, we were thinking about going in and never kicking except for having to kick off. No extra points, go for two every time.
That coach from Arkansas that went the whole season, never punted the ball, went through every fourth down in high school.
I mean, listen, when I was balancing out what might happen, going for it on fourth down looked better than punting. I mean, why punt it 15 yards, 20 yards?
Well, now, is ASAC going to kick off this year, do you think, or are you going to stick?
You know, I think he's got a chance to be. He and Will Snyderwine lead the hunt as a kickoff man. And that's going to be an interesting competition. I'm anxious to see what their summer work. You know, you don't get to see them all summer. I know they're kicking and working. The key there is not so much, I want touchbacks when you can get them. I want consistency. I want to get beat because of the kicking. You know, bad placement of kicks hurt us a year ago badly.
Thaddeus was saying yesterday, he was talking about the renovation to the stadium, the concessions, the rest of it. And I got the sense he sort of sees himself not only as a quarterback, but as kind of a salesman for the program. The way he was talking to you, saying that well.
Absolutely, and I think it's an indication of our senior class. They're very proud to play for Duke. It's not easy to play in our football program, and they realize that. And the tougher something is, the more pride you take in it. And I'm excited that he would even take notice of that and of what's going on in the practice facility. And that's a really good indication of where we're headed.
What have you done in the, you said you would change some things around in the building?
Oh, goodness gracious. We're resurfacing the tunnel coming out, redoing the players' lounge. We've changed all the signage inside. We've readjusted our video system, our staff rooms. We've totally renovated my office. I don't know if you guys have ever even been in my office. Totally renovated my office.
Knock down some walls, made it twice the size.
No, we didn't have to knock down anything, but we fixed it where it's pretty darn nice. Worthy of a decent head coach. I got to work some to get there.
Give us a tour one day.
Well, on Tuesday, we'll just take it upstairs. We'll have Art panic. Say, Art, we're going upstairs. We'll be back.
Thad was hilarious yesterday talking about how he never knew the restrooms were a big deal until they started fixing them. And
it's a huge deal. One of the first things I had people emailing me about was, please do something about the restrooms and move the students back to the